Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just got another Saturday morning sitting in the truck. So it went from like 50 degrees last Saturday, now it's like 35 and high winds. So it stinks. So I got all my warm weather gear on, so I should be all right. But I want to take you along. I got a cool project today. I'm gonna try to find a couple cedar posts for my father-in-law and to use for a possible woodshed project in the future. So I'm going to see if they're going to work. I'll bring the chainsaw with me. Might even take the tractor back down in the woods and skid some logs out. So stay tuned. I'm pretty excited for this one. All right, everybody. Well, we're back here in the back part of my property, and I've noticed a couple laid over dead cedar trees that are obviously going to last the test of time. And my father-in-law had mentioned to me a while back about using either a locust or possibly even a cedar posts for a lean-to roof over his woodpile for like a woodshed. So I figured I'd come out here on this Saturday and see if I can't cut these up. I'm going to cut them at 10-foot lengths, and so he has plenty of room to mess with. If he wants them a little higher, if you want to take it down, we can. I'm going to see if the old Ferguson can skid them out of this back part of my property. So I'll put you on the time lapse. We'll get these cut to length and see if we can't skid them out of here. right, guys. Well, we got them cut to length. I ended up cutting them at 9 feet. I think that'll just be a little easier to move around back in here, and I'll give them plenty of room to put it in the ground a few feet and concrete it and have plenty of space to have a little wood pile. But I'm really pleased with the quality of this wood. It's still nice and like that really pretty violet. Smells delicious. Just a wonderful smell when you're cutting wood cedar. So I got 6. I think that'll be plenty for now. I do have another tree over here. It's pretty thick, but I could probably get 1 or 2 off the back end of it. So I'll put you guys up top and see if I can't skid them out. It's going to be interesting. They're not as heavy as I thought they would be, but the biggest thing is going to be getting them out of this little gully right here that they're sitting in. So I'll put you up top and stay tuned. Let's see if we can get them out. You know, so I obviously can't get the tractor down in this gully. I don't have a good path down here yet, but this is definitely motivating me to do it. But one thing I think is funny, you know, if you got a little homestead, a little farmette, you definitely don't need a gym membership, man. If you want to do some clean and jerks, 9-foot cedar posts, there you go. All right, we got all 6 logs loaded. I gotta take a rest. But obviously they're pretty light logs. Cedar, obviously when it decays, it's not a lot of weight. They just last a really long time. So I was able to either do the clean and jerk leapfrog method that I showed you, or the last 2 that I cut on the ends, they're about 5.5 inches in diameter, which is still good size. So I was able just to put those on my shoulder. So Lord willing, in a couple years after we're established, once we get into some bigger logs for firewood or lumber, or etc., I want to have another trail that comes down here by the creek that I can take my tractor, take equipment down here to be able to just skid them right there. Because obviously, you get into some of these big old boys and you're not going to move them like that. So Lord willing, we'll have that in a couple years, and I won't have to do that anymore. Because as of right now, the only trail that comes back here is up here at the top of this little ridge right here, if you want to call it that. So I'm going to take a little rest, have some water, catch my breath, and we'll start skidding these up. I got it all staged, ready to go. Well, that was our first time successfully skidding logs off my property, and I'd say I'm just tickled to death. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of dreams that came true right there. I've always wanted to be able to skid some logs on an old tractor back here, and the Lord's blessed me. He's given me an opportunity to do that, and in turn, hopefully help out my father-in-law with these cedar posts. So I'm gonna try to do one big load of 4 here, because those two, I did a 2 load that one, as you saw, and it was fine. It wasn't under load at all. So I'll try a 4 load and get the rest out of here and try to make it home for a late lunch with Mama and the baby. And stay tuned. I'll get a couple shots of getting this big load out of here, and then we'll wrap it up. right, guys, well, we got that big load all the way up here. Ferguson did a great job. There were there's two spots on that trail that has like a quick incline, and it kind of like, started shuddering, dying, and then we got it through, so it was all right. But I was really pleased with it. That was a lot of fun. I really had a good time. And regardless if my father-in-law uses these or not, I know that I can use them definitely for some type of shelter or structure. And I know I got more back in there that I can grab from. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please stay tuned for more videos like this. My next step is to get something to skid, almost like a skid sled or a log, kind of like the log dolly thing. So it's not tearing up my trails, but it worked for today. I just wanted to see if the Ferguson would do it. So I was well pleased. I was really, really happy with how it did. So like I said, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Consider subscribing, as we're trying to put out more content a little more frequently for you guys, so we can get a bigger following and get a good community here of homesteaders. So, thanks again for watching, and have a blessed day.